Okay, so here there is 4:1 multiplexer and 1:4 demultiplexer is available. Okay, so accordingly there are, for selecting 4 inputs we require 2 select inputs. According to the formulas, 2:n equal to m. Here there are 4 inputs line are there. So 2:n equal to 4. To satisfy that equation, we require the value of n should be a 2. So for selecting 4 inputs, we require 2 select inputs. Okay. In demultiplexer, we have only one input and there are 4 outputs are there. Okay. For selection of 4 outputs, or to route the data on the 4 output levels, we require the again 2 select inputs. Okay. So now I will connect initially these 2 inputs by combining to the VCC, for example, and I will connect this remaining 2 inputs to the ground. We will change that levels also. So here multiplexer and demultiplexer output is depends on the select inputs. So right now we have applied the select inputs are 0, 0. That means what? We have to observe the output over here. Okay. Here there is no connection in the multiplexer. So we have to connect all these 4 lines together. So whatever the type of data we are applying, accordingly it will give the output. Right now on the D0 line, when the select inputs are 0, 0, the data coming from the D0 line is get selected at the output. So right now D0 is 0, 1. So hence here we get the output is 1. But if I change this, so at that time we getting the data as 0. So if I change this also, so the output is, right now D0 is 0. So here we not getting the exact output over here. Okay. Now next thing, when we are applying the select inputs are 0, 1, 0, 1. At that time here the data coming from the D1 line is getting at the output. Okay. When select inputs are 1, 0, at that time the data coming from the D2 line is coming at the output. So right now D2 is connected to the ground, so here output is 0. If I replace, okay, we getting the output is 1. At the same time when the select inputs are 1, 1, data coming from the D3 line is gets active and it is coming at the output. So right now D3 is connected to the ground, so we getting the data is received over here. Yes. So this is about the 4:1 multiplexer. So how can perform a demultiplexer? Here we are not require all these connections for demultiplexer. Okay. So we are only observing this 4 output. Okay. And here we are combining all these inputs and these are connected to the logic card. Okay. So I have connected all these inputs together and I have applied that input to the high level. Okay. Now see the outputs. Don't observe this LED. Okay. Or further part. Only when select inputs are 0, 0, at that time here the data is coming at the first output line. Other output line data are 0. Now 0, 1, second line data is routed, then 1, 0, third line data is received, and when the select inputs are 1, 1, at that time the data is coming at the fourth output line. Okay, so data is distributed in the demultiplexer, data is routed in the demultiplexer, but whereas in the 4:1 multiplexer, data selection is